seriously.
And the little slap on the end, another even more obvious power move. You good boy. And this video showed us that the fight was already long brewing. The secret is in the hidden power dynamics. Let's break it down. Hi all, my name is Lucio Buffalmano, sociologist and world expert in power dynamics. And in this video we can see why Elon Musk and Trump were already on a path for a huge fight. Let's see.
Unbelievable. I have to say that the numbers that we're talking about are substantial, but they're going to be very much more substantial with time because many of the things...
First of all, look at the power dynamics in the body language. Trump is sitting. He's very comfortable. While Elon Musk is further away, standing. He looks down. This also has something to do with Elon Musk's psychology. However, beyond that, the power dynamics is that when you expend more effort to engage with somebody, you are lower status than they are. You are lower power. And he's expending more effort just by standing. Sure, one could say it's in the nature of the interaction that the president sits down at his desk. Fair enough. But if a president wanted to be kinder, more welcoming, to show more his warmth and his support, he could have given a chair to Elon Musk, or at least he could have introduced Musk right away. Instead, Trump started talking about who? You will never guess, himself.
Play a tape of one of the people who I've respected over the years, from Joe Kiernan and Rick Santelli.
And here he goes bragging about his own results. This should be about Musk. It should be the send-off. If you care about protecting his reputation, then you will make it all about him. You will start the press conference talking about him and the great things he's done. Instead, he talks about the great things that Trump has done.
This just came out, and we'll just play that for a second.
Personal income is up 0.8%.
This all the while Elon Musk is standing there, having to witness Donald Trump bragging and having to waste his time. This is disrespectful, because when you respect a busy person, when you respect a person who is leading companies, they make billions or trillions, you should respect people's time anyway. But when you're dealing with an extremely busy CEO, then all the more reason to try to make the most of his time. Trump does the opposite. He wastes his time. Even in the middle of the press release, Trump keeps doing this again. Watch this.
Transgender for everyone, men playing in women's sports, and so much more. But they were saying the hottest country anywhere in the world. And then
and he goes back talking about him. This is not about Elon Musk. This is about him. Again, we see signs of high narcissism. We know Trump, but at least if he wanted to keep a good relationship and show respect for Elon Musk, he should cut a little bit of the self-promotion. But he doesn't. He does the opposite.
Play that little clip because I was one person who's respected, but there were two people, because Joe was in that one too. Joe's a good man. But that was one group of people saying something about the success of what we've done over the last 4 months. They cannot believe it.
Only now, after a very long parenthesis, he goes back to Elon. This isn't about Elon, it's about him.
And again, the United States, right?
But let's look now at when he gives the honorary gift. This should be now all about elevating Elon's status, but it's not. Let's watch.
And they really appreciate what he did. And I gave him a little special something we have here.
Thank you.
A very special that I give to very special people.
First off, it's what he gives. Again, it's the power dynamics of the boss giving to the employee. If he wanted to make it more respectful, more official, it will be something coming from the government, right? But there is more.
I have given it to some, but...
What does that tell you? It's already undermining and devaluing the gift. I've given it to some. It's not so special. To understand these dynamics, try to think you're making a gift to your special someone that you may want to marry one day. Would you ever say, I've given this gift to some previous exes of mine? No, you won't. Even if it's true, you just leave that aside. At this moment, it's about her or him and them being special. You don't need to remind people you've given it to someone else. That's a power move, and it's undermining the status, the power of Elon Musk.
It goes to very special people, and I thought I'd give it to Elon as a pre.
And again, notice the same. If you want to give a gift and respect somebody, what's the basic thing you should do? You stand up, of course. Look at the difference. That's how a respectful way of giving a gift is. Instead, Trump keeps staying seated, expending as little effort as possible.
Presentation from our country.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
And the little slap on the end, another even more obvious power move. You good boy. Elon Musk, he has improved a lot with time, but you can still see that his body language is not nearly as high power. He's not nearly as power aware as Trump. He tends to nod a little bit too much. He crunches over a little bit too much. And then maybe this is more about European and America. Like, dude, come on, get some style tips from somebody. Don't wear a hat. Just ugly as fuck.
It's been good.
The Oval Office finally has the majesty that it deserves, thanks to the president.
This was a bit too much, also in my opinion. It's too, how can I say nicely, ass-licking. If you're as famous as him, if you are richer than him, if you're as influential, if not more than him, because Trump's power will elapse in 4 years, while Elon Musk's power may only increase, you don't need to talk about him as if he were a king. It's natural that Elon Musk may grow to resent Trump if the power differential is so much bigger than it should be. Trump, if he wanted to be kinder here, he should elevate Elon at his same level. Something like, thank you so much, Elon, you are well deserving of being here. Something like that. Of course it doesn't, because Trump's tendency is to make himself the big alpha male, the big boss, and push everybody else down. And this is another element that made the big fight more predictable. When you push others too below you, it's natural that they will resent you. And the more high power, the more high status, the more proud they are, the more likely it is that they will resent you. This is why, in general, you want to do a little bit more of what we call power protecting on the power moves. Don't make people around you feel worthless. Otherwise, it's only natural that they will become frenemy and eventually want to stab you back when they have the chance. This is the biggest weakness in types like Trump. They are very good at getting power. However, they are not nearly as good as maintaining win-win relationships. And Elon Musk, in this case, made a mistake believing that he could have a win-win relationship with Trump. Hyper-competitive, overly narcissistic people, they are unlikely to give you a win-win. They are more likely to give you a momentary win-win, but then they keep taking more and more until they discard you. This is an interesting tidbit of body language that tells you the power differential as well, and how differently these two approach interpersonal relationships.
Well, so there is a New York Times report today.
See? Musk is looking at him. This is a way of seeking support. Elon Musk received a difficult question from the journalist and he wants to laugh at the question, and he looks at Trump for support. And what Trump does, he does not look at him. You want to be a little more power aware when you are dealing with very alpha types so that you don't lose power with them. Don't look at them like this, because they're not gonna look at you back to support you. They're not there to elevate you to their level. They are there to push you down. And let's listen now to this question that gives us yet another hint that Trump was not there for win-win, and it was more a relationship of high status and subordinate.
And are you concerned that tariff may also affect companies like Tesla, which has parts manufactured abroad? And this is also to you, Mr. Musk.
Well, he's going to end up building his whole car here.
It's as if to say, I don't make any exceptions. I don't care about him if he pays the costs of the tariffs. If he wanted to be nicer and more win-win, he could have said, the tariffs apply to everybody. Musk is already building here more, so actually he can gain from it, and in the end this is win-win for everybody. His reply suggests, I am the boss, I call the shots. If he pays the price of my decisions, his problem. Now, a little later, he actually changes his tune and makes it a little bit more win-win. But still, Trump's attitude is not win-win. This whole press conference here already told us that Trump was tired of Musk. He wanted to be the big boss, alpha male in the room. And so even before the fight erupted, you could see the seeds being sown here. But the funny thing is that if you understand psychology, you would have seen the issues brewing long before, even at the beginning of their relationship. Watch this video and you will see why. Cheers, guys.